impressive run. I think they generated a lot of hype and fanfare for themselves, but I'll go as far as say they've kept that pressure up. This team is consistently kind of punching up, even back at Bounty where they picked to go into the rematch versus Vitality. Sure, they lost that, but it was a pretty close series if you recall. OT map 1, fairly close affair on Dust 2. This is a team that has kind of seized every single chance they've been given and are on an upswing.
Yeah, and this is only their 4th international match since the major, so I don't think we can even shut the door on to say Legacy can't keep up good form into this season. They've been playing domestically and doing well, so let's see as they face a team in a similar position to them on this BO3 elimination on the line as they look to run for London. FlyQuest popping into this B-bomb site, met with many players, and Lux puts on a 3K. Captain holds strong as Legacy take that pistol.
And I actually think that's one of the differences in these games. Like Legacy, a team punching up, trying to move through the rankings. For FlyQuest, they have the same goal, but still don't have a lot to celebrate. You have this on-paper idea that JKS moving into the roster is supposed to uplift this team, but we kind of have yet to see that realized by the FlyQuest squad.
Yeah, they had a pretty rough draw in that opening game, playing Spirit in a BO3. Well, they got donked yesterday, Harry. No ifs, ands, or buts. Absolutely donked. 2.05 rating. Had an unreal few rounds in there. Pistol ace on 19 health. And a bunch of other highlights for Donk. Even Zwei played great. So it's a brutal entrance here for FlyQuest. And yeah, I agree. Legacy, without a doubt, favorites off of recent form. Because I feel like we're still talking about this team like, oh yeah, well, they had a great major, but you know, it's been downhill since then. I don't think we've seen them since then. Like I said, 4th international match. First one against Fnatic, they won it. Then against Vitality, like you said, they lost, but they made it interesting on one of the maps.
Dude, they made it interesting and like just the balls to pick
But they didn't pick. Sorry to interrupt. They didn't pick. They were the last team, so they got forced to play Vitality. So minus the plus aura you gave them. But they did play Vitality. They made it close. And then they lost to Furia yesterday. Or the other, I keep saying yesterday, 2 days ago. So, you know, that's a fair loss again. They got a map off Furia. So right now, I think Legacy still feel like they have a lot to prove. And Nuke was a map where they won in that series, which will be making an appearance here as well. JKS wants to die and they're not giving it to him. They're running away. They are full running away. He's going to keep his Glock. Legacy trolling him. Oof. Chad is somewhere in a room screaming at the walls as Legacy laugh their way to the bank.
Dude, I love that Legacy do that. So many teams don't.
Yeah.
Like they'll just go and take the kill, $600 or whatever on an SMG. It's like, yeah.
But that's mental warfare, Harry.
Yeah, it's also just a really good move. Like, Juzzy's broke. The guy that's like generated all the hype again around FlyQuest, the star, has no gun to play with in the first gun round.
No one goes, all right, mate, here, take this AK, I'll play the Tech 9. They just, yeah, well, it's your problem, mate. Should have died.
Should have bloody died like the rest of us. We all knew what we were doing.
That's really unlucky. I love that for Legacy. So cool that they can make plays like that. Now JKS just has to kind of feed out Palace and get traded.
They should add a Daisy-esque like button where you can just put the Glock in your own mouth and end it.
No loss bonus, of course. This is a crazy flank. This is an insane flank. He's going to kill everyone.
He's got all three on a platter.
Dumao's walked down ramp into Palace.
There's the lineup. Third guy, JKS on the Tech 9.
Can he find a gun?
He can't immediately come back to haunt them, surely. No, he will. Dodge death at the hands of Dumao.
Unreal.
But look at all the control they have, bro. There's a minute left to play with. They have multiple players in spawn. Oh my my God, they both missed each other for so long. Ins will be able to catch him at least, and so a 2-on-5 maybe takes shape here. Maybe. You've at least given yourself a fighting chance, but you don't have a lot of time. Nissim hears these footsteps, and the rotate is called immediately for Legacy. Both additional players starting to try and link up with Nissim in defensive B. Lux gets here first. Able to catch the bomb, and that's the round away from FlyQuest. There's no winning this for Ins. He would need both kills right now, and they're not going to give it to him. Legacy with a lot of conviction, a lot of aggression in that first rifle round.
Loving what we're getting. I mean, that was just such a decisive move, pushing 2 down the ramp, big flanking, getting Dumao back through the Palace, so they don't go, oh, maybe they're Palace. No, but they find out. They find out the easy way, backstab on 2. Legacy just making plays off the rip, not sitting back in this game.
Bro, they're like so fucking disciplined. It's crazy.
Yeah, these ain't...
Oh.
You know, they might play fast and loose at times, but there's always a big picture behind the aggression. And of course, there he's talking about them denying his death in the eco round. So, discipline the ends of rounds when it counts to do damage, and aggression off the rip. That's what you can expect. Lato farming here versus the Pistols. By the way, Dumao's behind them again.
Oh, well, he was. Got one deed, of course, but it's cosmetic here for Regali. 20 health. Running back around the world, and they're here to cut him off very quick. Assad's made it to top middle. He's going to hear these steps as well. Bosh, 4-0 for Legacy. Clean rounds all the way.
Just think it would have been so easy for, like, Legacy to fully fade into obscurity, leave us unimpressed with anything after Austin. But that's very much not the vibe of this team. They've gone from, or trying to go from strength to strength, still posting some good numbers, like back at Bounty. Being a formidable match for Vitality in that BO3.
FlyQuest maybe a faster round here, just letting the AWP lead look for an entry before they pop this B bomb site. There was a chance there, but Nissim with a deep Molotov. Oh, he did miss the jump. Would like to get back up on balcony. FlyQuest aren't committing anymore. They were relying on that first kill. Back to middle, minute on the clock, boost is good, and that molly doesn't bloom. So Vexite gets on the window ledge. So Regali looks for the con pick, it's not given away. Back up on stairs, Lato, gotta be careful. Straight up cat, 30 seconds to go, and the bomb spotted. Nice kill.
Something brewing here. But Dumao, he's always behind you. He's fast lurking in through the apartments. Vexite here trying to waste some time. Nissim will feed him, and so the round rests on the Dumao flank. Satin doesn't look terribly interested in giving this one a go with map control lost over here. Vexite still keeping pressure on in at the jungle. And so we won't get to see what the Dumao flank was capable of as this round is called off.
It's a scary round, but FlyQuest able to mid-round their way out of it. Despite Legacy trying to put a lot of pressure on that mid-split. FlyQuest still make it out with 4 alive.
Terrorists win.
So they're on the board.
I also think map pool-wise, this is like a bit of a hellish matchup for FlyQuest. I know nowhere's felt particularly safe, but you know, right at the top of the edition of JKS, we've seen them lean onto maps like Inferno, but they also were picking Nuke a bunch in Cologne, which I didn't love. But in this game, really on all available metrics, anywhere they would want to face Legacy, Legacy have a better track record to go off of. Even Mirage here. It's the FlyQuest pick, one that they're looking to bring in more and more so. Been a sea of red as of late. Nuke up next, as mentioned. Picked into that a couple of times at Cologne, always kind of came to regret it. Well, that's a great map for the Legacy squad. And then Inferno as the decider, what would usually look to be one of the go-tos for FlyQuest. Well, famously, that was the site of the Legacy Vitality BO1 beatdown from the Major.
Late A play here for FlyQuest, 45 on the clock. Sadzin sees the smokes coming over, can call to watch out. There is one mid lurker, but Sadzin, he really needed that. He's not going to get many more chances behind triple. They do line up, but only one taken. Lato tucked in. There's a team nade in there, but Vexite checks his corners. 2v3, still a scary round for FlyQuest, but shifting to the smoke. Inns makes it through. Dumao not realizing how much danger he's actually in. He does hold the smoke. Good adjustment in time. 2v2, this retake is on. Molly's going to push player back, but Vexite able to stay on site. JKS could get spammed as Vexite already is. Dumao has that kit, but he is one shot from
Look
death.
at this boost they've thrown in.
My God.
A little gimmick to try and launch this retake. JKS gonna take Nissim down a peg, and now Dumao has to just get out of there. A reluctant save again from Dumao. FlyQuest start to collect. Also, yeah, I want to say that TK. Sadzin kills Regali as Regali's trying to throw a nade. And so he dies with the nade pin pulled. So actually, Sadzin did get 2 kills from this. There's the death.
Oh, wow.
Nade trickles down. Bang!
That's unlucky. That's so unlucky. Like the boost as well, but good that JKS swings rather than just stays immobile in the post plant. You feel like he's going to get spammed out from that position.
It's like the Martyrdom perk in hardcore. If you remember Hugo from the old Call of Duty days.
I do. Good days. They are, again, going back for this B contact, but no AWP to force an opener, so it's just an execute. Ins out under, making it look like a more typical round here. Trying to draw the short player out of B. Here they go. Oof. Oof.
Double block. Slows this down. Buys time for Lux's rotate. Now they're 3 strong.
Good luck.
Into the meat grinder. Go FlyQuest.
Third molly. Oh, God.
Still trying to follow through with this. They will get past Dumao as the window of opportunity opens. It's equally fast to close. JKS has to clutch up big, and the spam comes through from that third man arriving late. Lux gets there with time to spare thanks to all the util out of Legacy.
Dude, I mean, they know the FlyQuest aren't going to be throwing B rushes at them, so they just hold all their Molotovs on B. When Anchor's dropping it at first spot, and then that buys rotate time for Lux to get his in as well. I mean, FlyQuest just gets squeezed in the apartments. Nowhere to go. One player jumps out. The rest are trapped behind util. Couldn't be an easier hold if Legacy tried. 5-2 up. Looking good for Legacy. Looking scary for FlyQuest. We've not even really seen this Sadzin AWP come into play, but back in the major, that was a delight to watch. He was a real rock. Young player at his first major, making a name for himself. Block smoke allows Lux to stand on the edge, but doesn't seem like he can find the info, so mid control is taken by FlyQuest.
Legacy util has been fantastic.
Yeah.
They're so good at just taking the pace out of these FlyQuest rounds.
Whoa.
That's mad for Dumao and
Team kill.
Lux. It's fine. Now it's one for both sides.
True, yeah. Lux is making a play as Dumao tries to help, I guess. Throws in the molly.
I got you, bro. Oh no,
Oh,
wait,
no.
what's happening?
Didn't know you were going to do that. Oh. Nice kill. Sadzin found top mid pick with the AWP. Back to B goes Dumao. Hearing this jump for JKS, it's a good Molotov, but Dumao still has room to hide. Doesn't need to fight. He slips below JKS into the site. JKS gets a kill. Cross shot for Sadzin.
There's a second player can be in. He hears JKS drop down now, so Sadzin with a tiny bit more room creeps up. Lato's still a ways away, and so Sadzin had to stay alive, falling at the hands of JKS, who's brute forced this B play. Lato tries to run him down, but Netic a long time off that bomb, gun at the ready, and support from JKS. FlyQuest starting to find their footing on this T half.
Yeah, it just comes off of JKS, making a hero play, walking through the B apps, finding that timing when the info comes from middle, too short, and he's able to sneak right past. Good check below. Teammate flushes out that last play with a Molotov. And B is theirs for the taking. FlyQuest all over this B bomb site. Now they go for an exec on A. And that's as Legacy stack the wrong side of the map.
No, they ain't stacking, bro. They're getting aggressive. Gonna be another one of these flank rounds. Look at all them SMGs in the apartments.
Yeah, but still, if FlyQuest goes soon, they'll beat it to the punch.
The one thing we've been crediting Legacy for is good util to slow down these hits, right? And you kind of want to respect that knowing they're on a low buy. And so for now, that util buys a bit more time.
Yeah, okay.
Nissan does want to activate.
There's no flank from Nissan, but there is a four-man hold. It's just more about getting these SMGs in prime positions up close in the site. Re-smoking the palace again. Not making it easy for you. FlyQuest, despite that, are still choosing to go. Triple molly fails. SMGs start to pinch. Okay.
That's BS for Lato, but it climbed down the ladder and found him underneath. Tag for Sadzin's scout as he tries to bait them in to Lux at Sandwich.
They're gonna lose
You
this.
feel how claustrophobic and small the site is feeling. Inns is trying to open it up,
Nice.
make it feel a little bigger, a little braver. Dumao's backstab will get that trade. Sadzin's still painting up damage. They're all low. Couple of shots from Dumao and he pulls off a crazy 1v3 clutch. Creeping on in. They try and capitalize on all this scout damage. They've spotted him now. First shot lands. Dumao dancing. There's a second. Just JKS left to beat. This is where he's going to earn his strength. But no, Dumao's ripped him off of him. 1 versus 3 for Dumao. The Sadzin scout is not in vain.
Oh my goodness, Dumao, what a read. And JKS tries to jump the gun. He doesn't even tap the bomb. He just tries to peek while the last player is looking down to tap it. And Dumao reads it perfectly. Firepower piece of this Legacy team punches a hole in FlyQuest's face. That will leave a mark. Low econ SMG buy, round win. And it's that triple Molotov thrown from ramp that didn't land. It exploded mid-air. That would have pushed Sadzin off of triple and maybe would have led to the round win. He hit 3 scout tags on triple.
Yeah, it's a Doom-out clutch who had to deliver, had to actually complete all the kills, but my word,
wouldn't have happened without
teeing
that.
him up. Yeah. Layup of the century, bro. That's crazy.
Knocks it out of the park. Home run here for Legacy. FlyQuest gets stuffed. And Legacy are beating the sweets out of them like a piñata. Another B-pop.
Now he gets the big scout. What's he capable of on the AWP?
Oh, not these mollies. Not again. That's the last one. I lied. Lux is holding on to one far away, though. Yeah, they're not going to go. FlyQuest realized sitting outside of a bomb site for a minute does allow Legacy to gather info to stack, as they did last round. Those constant palace smokes that FlyQuest eventually pushed through, realizing that, hey, we've just sat ramp for a minute. Do you think they know?
I mean, you feel like you're getting outread, man. Everywhere you go, you're getting blocked at the exact moment you're arriving.
Timing.
Plateau. There will be a timing open for JKS to smoke walk. But he doesn't look like he's moving a muscle, instead waiting for the fade.
What?
Kills come in over towards Con. It's a Glock. It puts a bit of fear in you, but now that this crossfire is established between Lasso and Sadson, it feels very, very safe. Golly.
Chill. Yeah.
Oh, quick flick back.
Okay.
Sadson had to take matters into his own hands. He will. Matters not.
Was that Regali off the Glock? I don't know who got it, but he got 3 kills in the round. Up connector. That is a scary round for Legacy, but again, they keep it under the thumb. Regali Deagle into 2 more. Sads in some nice flicks and doesn't give it up entirely. Able to trade his teammate after a nice flick from Regali.
Listen to the little guys. Come on. The energy is so bad and we are on the game. We're losing to ourselves. Let's focus.
It's not the
Sound
best
like
energy.
a piston decompressed in the room.
Energy is so bad.
Yeah.
Well,
you got to expel the demons, I guess.
yeah, breathe out. Breathe in.
Where's someone that offers some like witty millennial comedy about playing Doom out? He's right behind me, isn't he?
That's good. That's good.
Bro, Doom out has started.
Levitating.
He's become what they all feared, his terrifying form now known.
God, that is crazy. He's floating. This was a DreamHack Winter. He'd get banned.
After they win, too.
Oh, yeah. Don't do it till you lose.
He's right behind me, isn't he? I think that would cut the tension like a knife, bro. Everyone would be having a good time.
Give the
Doom out.
Oh.
He's no longer behind
He's
you.
right above me, isn't he? It's a big kill for Regali. Can they make anything of this? Vexite's been finding entries here and there and everywhere. Regali jumping with the orb. Connects that shot. Careful, Sadson's still alive and he has been locked in. All
Regali,
CT
can he
side.
deal with him? Orp up close, Orp on Orp violence. Oh, baits the shot out. Sadson's time to shine now as this Orp doing damage.
It's all Sadson.
Sadson on a scout, set up Doom out for one hell of a clutch. Now with the big green. Meant to be his time in the limelight. Inns cuts him down. And so Nissim heads for the hills. FlyQuest, battered and bruised, break through again as they try to stumble back to their feet on this T side.
Probably been a pretty sad half for FlyQuest, but it is recoverable, Harry, now. The money is broke. This is all that Nissim is saving, so FlyQuest have the chance to find a 5-round T side. It's not great, it's enough. It's right there for the taking. Key entries from Regali and Vexite. And that important cover kill from Inns to stop Sadzin from picking up another multi-kill, or multi-tag. Salvageable here. It's a nice boost, but he's missed Regali crossing.
Something that is always a treat about Legacy, though. They pull out gimmicks like this so often, right? Like little ways to try and force these openers. Especially in a cash-strapped round like this one. But a contact play out the ramp side. One kill to the good already, and these players lost to the hands of mid. Unless Nissim can put the hero gun to work, he's got Regali boxed into a corner.
Just committing.
One health on Regali. They're wasting all this time chasing the kill in top mid. It's not wasting time, but they need this kill. At least leaves them even in a 3-on-3. If you let Regali stay alive, you've got to deal with this later, and so Sadzin eventually gets it.
Okay, hit on Nissim, it's winnable.
Eagle of Dumau moves in. That's a bunch of dinks on the spam. Dumau on the dig! Delivers two! Vexite can't clutch up!
What?
And Legacy, a brutal round to close this half. Low by, the dig cares not on Dumau.
17 seconds left, so this is going to be just an all-out stomp to the bomb side. No slowing it down. They just have to rush him in, get the kill instantly, get the bomb planted. Frozen is dropped, and that's the bomb on the ground. Oh my God! It's Brolin with an insane transfer. He keeps it going. It's a quad kill. He saved his team.
Vice. I don't know, the bell is ringing, might be the train bell, but certainly ringing for Astralis right here. 1 versus 4, and he's gonna get a headshot follow. Oh, what? No way! He actually makes it work. That has to be just pure out, just divine intervention. Shut up. I can't. I've never seen anything like that ever before.
If they're gonna get a 5th in this first 15, this could be the round he offers it. At the helm of that monster hit, Apex comes around the corner, back of Electronic turned. A double man advantage that feels like surely Vitality have already got enough. But what about that flash from SDY? How about this hold from Perfecto? Incendiary to the right. Sumdai Young turns his attention. Oh! All three! Sumdai Young and Sumdai again and again and again. 11-4, 11 rounds straight, and a dominant overpass CT side.
Yeah, you see definitely a big gap providing itself. They're going to come through this.
They're on their way. Setups here. Good flashes. Rops, he is supposed to be the way in, but he's escorted out off the premises. Shush! This is his site, and he continues to lay down more and more from Shush. Oh, 5 from the Dane.
Sometimes these work.
See if they eat the flashes or not. They do.
Oh no.
Oh, that's
Zai was blind
as well.
Oh, Rain the double deagle. You're not gonna. Oh! When it rains, it pours. And then Rain adds in that extra secret spice. Gives you a round like this. A 4th! Everybody falls at the hands of Rain.
Legacy leaving us with a lot to be excited about here as they lead the charge. FlyQuest, they got to remind themselves this is their map pick. They're trying to be on this uptick. This is where they've got to turn things around and uplift the vibe and energy.
But Legacy, they're feeling great, Harry.
Yeah.
They're feeling great. Big Dumao D ground to close out the half. Legacy looking good in FlyQuest, yeah. It's been a bit of a slow start. Will it be a slow finish? Or is there more in store for the plucky Australians? A-stack in the right place. Bit of a, oh my god, through the smoke for JKS. Just gets beamed. Regali behind triple, putting up a fight. 3-4 from Regali. Blink and you miss it, they're all dead.
Don't let this
round's on.
Don't let this be in vain. Regali nearly bails out FlyQuest single-handedly in this pistol. Just Sadzin left to beat, but he's hop, skipped, and jumped out of there. Bomb on his back as well. Minute left to play with. The round resets. What's Sadzin gonna do? All the way back through spawn. Right now, FlyQuest try and hedge their bets. They keep both players over here towards A. Sadzin has an open route to a bomb plant at B. And he's given us the nod. He's letting us know this site is empty, this site is barren. He's gonna have a bomb plant and a chance to ruin the day of FlyQuest. This is after a crazy pistol round from Regali. 4 kills from out behind triple. Any other day of the week, this should be enough to win you the round. Can Sadzin ruin it all?
Smoke creates a lot of problems. Put that on the bomb. And Sadzin has to spam. He has to put pressure on. Can't trust that they're not sticking with a kit. It's only a tap. Sadzin pushed off. Sees they're faking. Now the 10 seconds. Sadzin just tries to make it into the site, and they're not going to let him. A nice try. A bomb plant in a round they had no business. But it's Regali's 4K that tees him up for a pistol. And it bloody better have after a round like that.
If that don't get the blood pumping, nothing will. Let's see if Regali can have a bit of an uptick here. Because you know what he's capable of when he's hitting. And Regali looks good. FlyQuest level shoots up dramatically. Prior to the joining of JKS, he kind of was one of the big draws of this team. And so let's see if that gives him a nudge in the right direction.
Legacy don't do all that just to eco. Force comes in. Just double molly. They make it out under without a tick. Walking on fire. Legacy sneaks through the connector smoke. No info. Netic's gonna grab it. That's a dink down range, but one that Netic lives through. Stops Dumao slipping behind enemy lines, and Lux won't make it further in window either off the boost, so FlyQuest holding strong all over the map.
Okay. I knew Nissan was here. And in spite of being low, he still chipped one away. Now that was the low health Netic who got dinked by the Tech 9 earlier on. Still a ways away from clawing a path back into this round. With only 30 seconds left, it doesn't seem like this boost in mid is going to get rewarded with a kill. They're going to have to go and earn the space, and it's in that window that Regali finds Nissim. Very slow on this creep out, but Sadzin finding some comfort in the tail end of this round timer. They've only got JKS left to worry about. That plant needs to be covered. Lato not able to hold on, and so plant denied. JKS puts a stop to it and keeps that in check for FlyQuest.
Got messy, but didn't lose sight of the objective. No bomb plot, no money for Legacy as JKS finds the final pair to win a must-win anti-eco here for FlyQuest. And even that gets a little bit scary down the tail end. This Legacy will have to take one breather. Eagles. Charlie just hit a farm. Boom.
D-Mouse, the Eagles proved to be a nuisance before. JKS doesn't even let him fire a bullet. And so you'd like to say this one unlosable. There's the cleanup. 5 alive versus the full eco. FlyQuest carving a bit of a path back into this game.
Yeah, but nothing matters until you start winning gun rounds. So now's the time to prove it. 5 alive, we're not going to get that AWP.
I mean, the main thing is you've kept the game open. You've given yourself enough runway, right? You do good on Regali's great pistol round. You don't let Sadzin clutch up. You put a stop to their force buy, even though it got a little weird and wonderful in there. And you don't lose anyone versus the eco. This is all the makings of what FlyQuest need if they want to turn Mirage around.
I feel like that flash didn't work. JKS didn't look blind in the slightest, able to win that first fight out to Nissim. So the idea was there. Execution, not as much. Advantage taken by FlyQuest in this inaugural gun round. FlyQuest lose eyes on middle. Netic patrolling with a lot of responsibility, considering the lack of information. FlyQuest double up towards the B apartments. Lexi only now taking that mid control for real. Setting their sights on the A split. JKS got to be very careful, jiggling ramp on 10 health, but he gets that smoke down. Something Legacy gonna have to push through.
Dumao obliges. Tries to lead the charge out through connector. Regali with an important multi-kill. But the only guy left in the site is JKS. Low on health. Brings Sadzin down low.
Cover.
Backside arriving. Wanted to play in quickly while that bomb was getting planted. He's going to follow up with the kill to Lato, and he knows there's only so many places Sadzin can be. Expects him close with the info coming in from Inns. FlyQuest bring us to a tie game.
Yeah, would have liked him help on ramp. I think it was Lato there who just stayed behind the smoke. He saw JKS close, and the call should be he's low from earlier, so would like to just see a risky play when his team are running through the connector utility and splitting A. It's worth the risk to come through that util rather than rely on his team. It's essentially not playing into the round there. And so sure, still Legacy get a bomb plant out of it, but Sadzin far too low to clutch that up. And so FlyQuest start believing. Multiple rounds strung together on this CT side. Pistol and the 4x. Legacy, go again. a speedier approach though, just walking the valley into connector. This is so early with so little warning. FlyQuest have no idea.
It's the rare crossover of quick and quiet. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Vexite plucks Dumao out of the round. Lux also whittled down low, hiding in this smoke, is living on borrowed time. Time that Vexite decides is up.
Even though he dies, doesn't matter. There's only a B player. Regali's still there. FlyQuest have a stack in this bomb site now. They've been given time to move in. And In's only now revealing his position. Does get flushed out. There's no more util. They've got to win some heads-up duels here. And that cross in was an opportunity. JKS stops it right then and there. And Sadin, on the back of a great game, looks for a clutch here. 1v3. Don't give him the easy ones. JKS dead first.
That's a really clean shot too. Cleaner than it even needed to be. That's the type of one that gives you hot hands. You start to have some faith now in this ability, and he just shrinks down, hoping that the silence causes a bit of a panic. FlyQuest don't really have any reason to be panicked, though. With the time left, it's not like he could go anywhere else.
The AWP is alive, so you feel like he's CT right now. Will Sadin even believe he can plant default? I doubt it.
Oh, smoke here. That's to give him a route to the plant, but a swing out from Netic never lets it get that far. That's the one downside to the slowdown. Leave yourself with so little time, you have to commit to planting. And that's when Netic strikes.
Yeah, he's not to know, really, that Regali is short. He only rotated back B because Vexite came off Cat and died. That's how they started the round, with Regali AWPing App. So just not info he had on that 2v1, or he might have just stuck the plant and had a chance to 1v2. Well contained by FlyQuest, who are coming back into this game, who are now holding the lead. It's Legacy who have burned their timeouts now. Pistols and an A execute on the cards here for Legacy.
Regali with a quick rotate into CT.
It's a double pump. Go again.
Is that second wave of util? Regali has a decision to make. Does he want to go up and over this smoke? No path to do so, and so just going to leave this one onto the retake of FlyQuest. 5v5 post plant. That helps a hell of a lot from JKS. Chance spam. And now Legacy come to try and take space. That's a move that FlyQuest weren't entirely expecting. And Netic's caught on a reposition. That's given away jungle. This makes life really hard to get out through connector. Whoa, more aggression. Big trade for JKS, but he himself is getting pincered. Lato on the window. Run out is also cancelled. JKS with some very important kills here. Finally brought down. And the spam's connecting for Lux, but Regali's able to get there in time. FlyQuest continue building on this lead. The CT side looking leaps and bounds better from them.
Yeah,
it was just about staying alive in that first half. They're thriving here in the second.
Really calm here for FlyQuest. They are not panicking even on that initial execute. They don't burn all their util. They save smokes. They save HEs to break. The bomb gets spammed. That's unfortunate. But Legacy still have an idea in mind. A lot of space taken. Still not enough to stop that defuse in the smoke. FlyQuest, hot streak here. 6 straight. Finally, Legacy just try and brawl in middle. They've been very exec heavy. Get shut out. Even Inns escapes danger. And a block on the B bomb side. There's just no way in. I say that.
Yeah.
That was close.
Just as we were crediting Legacy's util to kind of shut down these B reactions in that first half, FlyQuest do much the same here, right? Holding onto their smokes, their nades, their mollies. And so when Legacy do try and pick up the pace, the wins just sucked out of their round.
We've really just seen FlyQuest struggling on T-sides in these recent tournaments. Cologne winning only a few T-side gun rounds. Can't lie, I didn't expect them to come back this cleanly. But those T-sides definitely have been their main issue.
And also, I mean, what one round can do to an MF Regali. He's been very involved since the pistol. Might get timing here by Nissim. That's a huge catch. Regali in transition back from CT onto triple. JKS has just been a continued pillar in this CT half.
Wow.
And now with a bit of help from Netic on the con side, teed up for even more success are FlyQuest. 20 seconds. And Nissim commits to the save. Yet to drop around since getting onto the CT side. Flawless since the pistol.
Yeah, JKS has been a rock on CT side. Couple of scary moments, but for the most part, delivering multi-kills. Nice to see Netic join the fray with an uncleared positioning connector late in the round here. Get to double kill. FlyQuest just unstoppable out of nowhere. They looked down, they looked out, they looked defeated on that T side. Even the voice comms sounding shattered. Full B rush.
This time no util to slow it down. But Vexite, it's very well handled here. Int hasn't even had to play yet. Vexite lays waste to the Legacy B hit. And Inns finally gets his. That's huge for Vexite. Gets set up on short just in time. Here's the footsteps, the rush coming his way. And it's the sequencing on these kills. First stopping the spillover and then dealing with the reinforcements. Every move, picture perfect for Vexite there on the B hold.
Strong mechanics, super clean. 3-4 bullet bursts with the A4. Ending Legacy's round. And there's just been nothing on this T side to talk about for Legacy. Not even getting really close. Put into winnable clutches, yes, but not making anything out of them.
I see it clearly now. They're not going A, they're not going B, they're going home.
Or are they? Because JKS just got picked for the first time on the ramp. Vexite in defense, Netic trying to hold up. It's Vexite in the right place at the right time with the right result. Another triple kill.
Shooting himself up to top of the board. 8 kills over the last 2 rounds from Vexite. Will that be enough to get this over the line here and now? Regali holds from afar. So tunnel visioned on this kill, he can't get it. FlyQuest complete the comeback with a flawless CT side.
Well, after that shambles of a T side, FlyQuest managed to grab hold of the game, get back control, and get it.
Considering Vu setting up Netic as the guy to watch in this game, he was a little bit quiet until the last few rounds of that CT side, so gonna need a lot from him out of the gate here on Nuke.
This is a map that FlyQuest have to have been putting attention and time into. Said it earlier on, but even back in Cologne, we actually saw them pick this map. Which, considering their track record, considering their kind of, not even love-hate, just hate relationship with Nuke, was a notable departure from the norm. And that to me suggests they're putting some time and energy into fixing this.
They want to love it, Harry. They want to be a fan. Maybe today they can break in. Or maybe not. Let's find out.
Not the start you want for Netic. Here's the fast little lobby lurking for FlyQuest. 2 players committed to this. It's Regali and Inns, the only 2 with health. Oh, miss him.
Oh, cheeky.
Oh, see, he can open the door too. Not just a closer. JKS claws one back, but it's starting to get away from FlyQuest here in the pistol. JKS, 1 point of health. A dead man to Lux as the pistol round is picked up
by Legacy.
That's the one. Why did I forget the name? Why did I forget the name, bro? I've only been talking about him all day. What just happened?
Well, brain moment.
Everywhere I looked, there was no help. Top of the screen's pitches. On my monitor, for some reason, I had FlyQuest Liquid game from Cologne.
Well, Liquid won on Nuke already. Maybe Legacy can meet them there. Would only be prolonging the series.
Okay, let's just factory reset the cards, bro. Shut it down, boot it back up. Prolonging the suffering.
The map Inferno.
Which is a good map for both of these teams. So it's actually a great place to end.
What are you saying there? Hey, you've got
I'm dropping some hints here that we might get there.
FlyQuest may have other ideas, but Legacy are running over this force buy. To the top side they go. Smoked off. Part of the major run for Legacy included this map, winning it for the, well, 4 times in a row. And then the 5th time, if you remember, Harry, for playoffs, they were 9-3 up against Mouse in the 3rd map. Winner of that map goes to playoffs. They lost 10-1 from 9-3 up, and they lost the series. To think that Legacy were just a couple of rounds from major playoffs. That one hurt, but they beat Chinggis Warriors, Wildcard, MIBR, and Linvision here. And I'd say FlyQuest kind of fall into a similar category.
We're going to keep our eyes peeled on this CT side, because this is where FlyQuest have to do like their best job. In the 2 times they've played this map since JKS joined, they've got 4 T rounds total. 2
rounds.
in each game. Yes.
4 rounds in 2 games.
On the T half, yes.
Total.
It's been hard. It's
only
been,
4.
It's been rough, man. It's been rough out here.
They just look so good on Mirage, but it was really a 1.5 game, wasn't it? A flawless CT side. Bit of a tech factory reset on this round. Prolonging. God, they've got admins. Quick off and on.
I wish I just had someone to help me with tech problems. Instead, I am that guy whenever I'm home.
You fix them great, though.
Yeah, it's fun. I like fixing it, actually. Now that I think about it, I don't think I would want someone else to do it. You know what I mean? Like when you get a PC issue and you're deep in the research hole.
Okay, yeah.
You've watched like 40 tutorials. They're all from 10 years ago. Some of them are text on screen. Some of them are like $4 microphone.
Not even text on screen. He's opening Notepad,
no, exactly.
writing the
Text
words
on screen. That's what I'm saying, right?
Sorry,
Notepad open, just typing away.
So today you need to.
Oh, I love that. I live for that. Sometimes you have to create like a new, more solvable problem to fix the original problem. Oh, it's so much fun. I just delete system files
until it
to
works.
feel the rush when it eventually causes an issue.
How do you restore?
What, like,
How do you
bring
fix
them,
that?
you know, you'll figure it out. Everyone's different, bro. Get on the tutorials, get on the grind.
Get on the YouTube videos from 10 years ago.
Dude, honestly, if it wasn't for some like random 14-year-old 100 years in the past having outlined how to fix every PC issue ever, we'd all be screwed. You know, where are they today, Hugo? Probably the CEOs, leaders, big thinkers.
Philosophers.
Also, Legacy,
Yeah.
streak breakers. That's what they are. And they could break FlyQuest's streak right now
By losing.
by losing this game.
Okay, it's an 8-loss streak on Nuke for FlyQuest in this year, only winning their first at the very top of the year against MIBR. Spells pretty bad time. But everything comes to an end, Harry, including loss streaks. You just got to keep playing.
That's your advice.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
keep going.
Improve as well, you know, that helps.
Just
plan, prepare.
endlessly taking L's. I think that just push you over the edge.
Q. Eventually you'll win. Mathematically.
Well, you know, talked about Netic on the desk, someone that's going to have to step up and deliver here. He's had some very shaky games on Nuke and is in some very high impact positions, so you want him kind of starting strong. There was some nice, you know, resurgences for FlyQuest on that opening map, whether it was Regali with an inspiring pistol round, JKS is just a rock in terms of anchoring down A, and then Vexite with those phenomenal back-to-back 4Ks where he shot himself up towards top of the board. Hey, we're back. That's nice. Little tech pause over. And an eco round for FlyQuest.
Legacy just keep the pace. rambunctious. Straight out the door down the vent. And Lux, no secret of it. Into the ramp, pistol, 5-7 up close. JKS takes the first. Regali has no right to follow up. 2 kills off the USP.
Bro, just use USP at this point. He's been so good with it.
They forgot the bomb. He's got to go back there. All here. Fight your way out of this one. A bit of a scrap for Sadsin. He falls short. Bomb control and Lux. They know he was down vent. He goes back up.
I mean, he's made this decision so quickly. I don't know if you're going to be ready for it. Vexite is. He instantly went back from the ramp side, climbs the vent, hoping that speed and pace are enough here. No head armor for Vexite, no armor for Netic.
You can get the bomb right now.
Lux has snuck right past them. Oh, Vexite just gets on the line in time. And so FlyQuest on an eco round, 2 off of the Regali USP.
Insane. Show me these. That first one's a robbery. The second one, double headshot. And I love how FlyQuest all just rush through lobby to A, get that quick flank, get the guns up. And that is one way to win an early round here in this game. Legacy don't get their fall buy. This is their fall buy. Galil 4 pistols. Broken early in this map. Legacy just gonna pop top. Good flash. That's the one Galil gone after one. The pistols need to carry them through.
Nate finds a bit of chip damage. JKS hears them running out underneath him. Looking for Dumao, who's found his way onto a gun. These weapons have been recovered here by Legacy. They get a bit more threatening now. Still pressure applied. Nissim knocks the AWP out from heaven, and that plant coming through. FlyQuest, a man down in this retake. Flashes for JKS, but it's going to be hard to have them have much impact. Inns has got to go ahead and try and break some contact in the way of FlyQuest, and he can't do it. Two players just homed in on that main swing. That AWP is what Jazzy wants to hold on to. And he will get out with it. Something for FlyQuest, but when all is said and done, that's going to be remembered as a good round for Legacy and a potential turning point in the early stages of this map.
Can't believe they're given so much time in that top site. No one's ever able to come in and offer anything. I think if the Heaven players flood out there before Legacy go and pick up guns, they probably just sweep that one aside. They slow it down, try and play the retake. Legacy able to arm themselves, put the bomb in the smoke, take favorable positions. It's a whole 20 or so seconds where FlyQuest had little opposition. And so, yeah, FlyQuest win a crazy full eco, and then Legacy respond just the same, forced by Dex FlyQuest. They can still buy full. Orb saved, and a couple M4s behind it.
Regali with aggression. Standing on business out in the yard.
Is it clocking? Yes, it is. He's clocked outside. Time up.
I mean, those are the types of moves that Dumao would like to do. And so able to flush out Regali on his aggressive pathing. Removing that AWP from play as well. That's the one that was saved forward, now lost for FlyQuest. JKS in with a chance here. Might just have to fight and die for this lower control. Gets out with a double, and Inns has been able to remove the Lux AWP out in the yard. Reason to give this one a go if you're FlyQuest. Little out of position, sure. It's a terrifying prospect of going down the vent as your point to rotate here.
Oh yeah, it can't go yet. Got to wait for his teammate to at least kick up a stink here and lower. At least try and draw Lato out of this position. And Inns is too early. Lato waits till he has guarantee of the kill. Doesn't shoot the toes. And Vexite, he's got smoke kids. Who says this is impossible?
Sadzin says. Does.
Does. He said, he did say it. He does says it.
He did says he's.
And Legacy break the money once and for all. I feel like he had time to just run hell, and in that 2v2, no surprise Legacy have a guy dedicated to vent. Would have been nice to see them group up and play that together.
So just as a reminder, this CT side is where FlyQuest have to do their best work. And it's already off to a pretty horrible start. It was their CT side that ran flawless on Mirage to turn that game around. And on Nuke, a map that they've had long-time struggles on. Last two times they've played it since JKS joined, they've managed just 4 T rounds total.
Oh, nothing in this one. Quick and easy for Legacy. All over the map. And it feels like a dominant game is brewing here for Legacy. FlyQuest can't get the grips with Nuke yet again.
Like, make sure we are listening to each other, okay? We know nothing cross secret. We are rotating. Just need to focus on each other, build setups together. The game is going well to us. We won a really important round. Just focus on each other, communication, okay?
Full buy here for FlyQuest, no kit. Legacy a lot of early util to keep FlyQuest guessing. But it's this outside wall you got to worry about as they split behind the smokes. Oh, a second layer as well.
Two
Crossing
corridors,
into garage.
two avenues. But In's in the place to stop this yard control. They see his feet.
Really panicked there. Just tried to run away after one kill. Oh, disaster. And they're just gonna go. Good flash, makes him turn, but it also catches Lux. Netic holding strong for one more. But 2v2, and Legacy have won all of these so far. They take that top site. This time it's JKS stuck down under.
Bomb has been planted.
Gotta be a little circus trick. The amazing Juzzy flying up the vent at the contact of Regali. He's got to be slick with it if he wants to survive. Regali's at least forced them off the line. Yeah, JKS delivered right in into the maws of Lato.
I mean, you're not ready for Latos in the open standing there, but even the way FlyQuest pieced that together is really ugly. They both have flashes. Regali doesn't use his. JKS just limps one up the ladder, gets stuck on it. Just looks a bit ugly when all is said and done. Would like Regali to use his flash or peek first. It's getting ugly. It's getting stressful, and considering FlyQuest's tendency to disappear on the T side doesn't spell a good game.
Max 7, I like that. JKS with a bit of aggression into the lobby. Doesn't want to fall here. That opens up the route into ramp. So been able to dodge the trade, at least for now. Max 7 might actually play into this in a big way. Double drop down the vent. Sound like they were trying to break the glass on the top site. In time with that. Has it worked? JKS doesn't look aware. Just gonna tuck in time. Tries to dodge the wrap up from lower. Meanwhile, Vexite's giving chase. Dude, we need the Benny Hill music. Flanks on flanks. Vexite in a great position. They've got no idea he could be here. Lets them get very close. Low on ammo. TK in the mix, and the Mag 7 still in the right place. This kitten's got claws. Come on, Netic. Let's see what he can do. Long range on the Mag 7. Oh my god, he's made it work. Lux dead. With the repause, and Sadzin locks in the clutch. Crazy round. Weird round. We all saw what happened.
Did we?
Come to your own conclusions there.
Topsy-turvy, inside out. And that zoo in Denmark claims yet another victim.
No, we can't bring back the zoo in Denmark.
Okay, that's my only one. Just
because
one.
we're also in Denmark.
You called him Kitten.
Seeing a lot of discord around Kitten. I think I'm reading this right. Legacy with a timeout. Maybe didn't like just how close that anti-eco got.
Yeah, I mean, the two low economy rounds have been the more interesting ones in this game for FlyQuest, winning a full eco and, you know, that one. Doing more with less. Legacy 7-1 up though. kind of getting to do whatever they want on this T side. Maybe they feel like they've cleared outside smoke. Some nades go in. They don't hear anything. Does that ring alarms here for FlyQuest? It's about to be the top side exec. Lux on silo. Lots of flashes. Lux can drop main as well. They come in storming into this top site. Mollies are so strong. There's no one inside the site. Lux falls in and hits that headshot on the drop. He has no business winning that engagement, but 4-on-3 nonetheless. Here we are. FlyQuest locked out. And I mean, you gotta save, right? What can you do? Such a strong topside execute and only one player committed. Everyone else locked out. Netic behind the main smoke. JKS downstairs, In's outside. They didn't see it coming.
It's also just like a bit of a weird setup from the get-go. In's back garage, kind of the best position about, sorry, the best thing about that position is you can catch players on a main wrap. In spite of that, there's still a main player in Netic. JKS starts lower, that leaves ramp open. Regali is also out in the yard with his orb.
Netic probably gets flashed out, and that's why he goes back through the smoke. But yeah, it felt like an A-pop just off of them clearing outside, hearing nothing behind the smokes. The whole map's quiet. Penny doesn't drop for FlyQuest. Now Legacy is just calling for the front. They rush ramp. Oh, FlyQuest. They can't catch a break. They stack 4A. And Legacy run into an empty ramp room.
Oh,
yeah, you
reaction.
get lobby, you get the flank, but Legacy are going B, and you can't stop that. I love they go all the way down. They don't just shrug off the ramp. They go, we have ramp for free? Okay, we'll take B. Clearing everything. Netic ahead of the Molotov. Wanting to play with his team, but he could have stopped that bomb. Now they have to play retake 5v3. No excuses. FlyQuest need this.
Regali even blocked their util with the swing of the door. And so finally something for FlyQuest here, surely.
Surely.
5-on-2, but time is ticking away from you. They wait to build into this. It's Lux to B, and they will overrun him. Overwhelmed. Finally, something for FlyQuest. A concise reaction after the ramp take. They go, they take lobby, they force Legacy into the lower hit. And they keep the rotates pretty safe as well. Direct on the approach.
Yeah, calling lobby crunch on a full gun round like that is fun. It's something different. It's FlyQuest taking matters into their own hands.
Very rare that you get like such an asymmetric matchup like this as well in current day. One team is just so clearly favored on a map. Like for FlyQuest, this has just been a real disaster class map for them.
8 loss streak.
And to see them now with just 2 CT rounds, shooting for 4 on the half, it's nowhere near enough for him. Really, you know, if we're going off of just, if you're just a stats guy, it's like even 10 wouldn't have sealed the deal on this.
Well, yeah, there's just no history or evidence to suggest that their T-side is going to be enough. And when you combine the fact that they're getting wrecked on their better half, it doesn't fill you with confidence. Legacy, though, great return to form on the T-side after 0 rounds back on last map. On the second half, that was. They were 8-4 up. They lose 13-8. Nissim just bursted Vexite backside from Hut. He just whomped him. And so Legacy now tempted to hit that top site, which has been relatively under-defended. There are 2 players here. That tag lands, but In still gets a kill off the flash. Netic holding strong still. JKS is also in the rafters, so A is not as weak as Legacy may feel. They have time to spread out a little bit. Get that bomb up heaven.
I don't think Juzzy meant to fall in there.
Too late.
Maybe he did, and they want to go take lobby, but he was scaling back towards heaven. Now he's having to hold it from the ground.
Oh dear. 20 seconds though. Big molly. It didn't stop Modesty. It won't stop Latto. He runs through on 2 health. Don't crate it now, Latto. You need to plant that bomb. Netic here to find a multi-kill. Second of the round. Where is that bomb? Is it going down finally? Backside allowed. Regali has an HE that could kill Latto straight up. And the molly heaven misses, putting more fear in this top site. Latto putting distance.
No one's moving a muscle yet. They're going to let the rifle try and close the gap here. It's the cross out from Latto that holds some promise. He's had this whole round in his hands at 2 health. He goes on to close it with a hat trick. Latto storms the board to make that one happen, and he does it all 1 shot from death.
Crikey. And FlyQuest kicking themselves. Can't catch a break. Even though they know what's coming, they can't stop it. JKS missing a shot. And a retake that is so slow, waiting for a mistake that doesn't get given. Legacy just seems so comfortable in every moment on this map, every mid-round. Knowing the perfect reaction. And it's not even been a super tactical, fakey game. It's been pretty direct. Smoke walls to Secret, smoke walls to AXEC, running ramp. It's not been the most convoluted game, but they've just been calling ahead of FlyQuest, who can't get a read on it. Ramp stack now. Legacy looking like they're going to walk into it for once. JKS supported by the orb.
All right, something going their way.
Oh.
Even a TK thrown into the mix.
That helps.
And with lobby control taken, it's far from an easy 2 versus 3 here for Legacy.
He's open, by the way.
That has opened up the path into B.
Oh,
and Lux has nailed the other. Vexite with a vent drop. A 3 versus 2 dissipates before FlyQuest's eyes.
Bruh.
And now it's just Netic trying to deny double digits to Legacy in a nuke that FlyQuest have had no bearings in, no control. It's been all Legacy on this second map. And Netic has no info. He's flying fully blind. He does have a full belt at util. No kit either, though. It's all rough. Sadzin will get mobbed up. It's the 10-second stick. Nade on the smoke.
Oh.
Netic with the kills. Down to the wire. Looks for the kit, but he's running away. He had time with the kit, no? I don't know.
Close.
Legacy, double digits secured, and a rough way to give it up. 10-2 on the half.
Correct.
He's 1 shot, he's 1 shot. How are we losing that? 1v4. How? Where are my bullets going?
Well, well, well. Looks like another victim of a crappy chair. If you're like this guy, performance isn't your problem. Your chair is.
How are you in my...
Shh. See, here at Blacklight, we know what the key to victory is. It's comfort. And you're looking at it. Dynamic, adjustable lumbar support, specifically designed to benefit users of all heights. Loosen up, we've got you back with just the right amount of support. Racing-inspired Embrace design. Feel the grip of pure victory embracing your body, keeping you at the apex of the action. The magnetic head pillow, because why should you ever have to fumble with straps? Dual roller PU silent wheels. Stay both silent and deadly in and out of the server. Integrated condensed foam technology. for that floating on a cloud experience. It's superior comfort for extended seating.
I'm gonna rank up.
You win.
Come on!
My chair's just better.
And that is the power of the Kraken. Let us carry you while you carry your team.
Terms and conditions apply. Sitting required. Chair will not function properly if you refuse to sit. No rage quits. Chair is not responsible for damage caused by flipping, throwing, or aggressive reclining. May increase gaming skills, or at least make you feel like a pro. No refunds if you still lose. Zero gravity not included. Chair may feel like a spaceship, but won't actually fly. Cup holders not included. Your energy drink is your own responsibility. Spills are on you. Literally. Assembly required. Allen key provided. Sanity not. Comfort levels may vary, especially if used as a cat throne. Do not attempt 360 spins unless prepared for consequences. Nausea, dizziness, or unexpected skill boosts. Warranty void if used as a ladder, weapon, or dance partner. Game on responsibly. Chair does not guarantee wins, but it does guarantee style.
It's all legacy, always has been. Right now, they're running away with Nuke. It's not even close here. And for FlyQuest, had a chance for a couple more rounds than they were able to put together on this CT half. The one that sticks out is that final little netting. I just wanted to see him go for it, man. Just wanted to see him go for it. Production told us he had 7 seconds when he picked up the kit.
Okay.
7 seconds.
I mean,
had to run for the bomb,
I never get the saves. Bomb death doesn't count on the stats anyway, but none of this matters when Legacy bash you at ramp and the pistol round decides the game. 10 round, T side, throw a pistol on it, and you're done. Let's talk Inferno. And Legacy just dragging us there. Quick and easy.
Shout out Legacy there for showing us how it's done.
Yeah. They had them in both halves, not gonna lie. $228 days since FlyQuest won a game of Nuke. Maybe 229 by the end of it.
It's not strictly how days work,
Yeah,
but
well, tomorrow. By the end of the day, tomorrow will be 229.
And then it'll just keep going up.
Yeah, exactly. That's how numbers work.
Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is they ain't winning this.
No, and I think even the most die-hard FlyQuest fan agrees with you.
I think, yeah. 18-6 on Lato. What a beast.
Inferno, in theory, should be a way better time. Both teams like that map. There's been promising signs. But a big question for FlyQuest is like brushing off this.
Mentally, it's going to be a hard one. Reset tested in that third map as Legacy just laughed their way to the bank. A map they won all throughout their Austin run.
Because I'm seeing a lot of frustration.
Yeah. What would you say to JKS if you could talk to him right now?
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Not like this, man. Not like this, bro. Just one more round, man.
Think that would help?
I don't know. Probably not.
No.
I'd say you want to play DayZ later. Take your mind off it.
It's got a third map, Harry.
Australian Oppenheimer be like, oh, we don't even need to do this. It's fine. I'm become chill. Ready for Inferno.
Legacy. That's the tweet. 5v4 outside entry for Netic. They get down Secret, but it costs them 2 men. And that is too many. Lato waiting as they jump through the smoke. There is a trade for Netic. He's on for another. But his teammate's on top.
I mean, Netic's been like arguably the one little ray of light in this game, looking better. Good for multi-kills, but yeah, it's been a absolutely one-sided game. Just kind of gross for FlyQuest here on Nuke. Nothing's hit, nothing's worked out. Legacy have ran the board throughout the entire game. It's been so one-sided. The scoreline painting a very accurate picture of just how rough this one was for FlyQuest. Legacy powering up after their winless T-side on Mirage. They go on to make quite the statement on Nuke. Don't want another one-sided beatdown.
That would be the hope, but I still think it's pretty one-sided, Harry. I still think Legacy have a proven track record on this map. They took down Vitality on their run at Austin. I don't need to remind you how dominant that game was, but it was 13-3. So let's see what FlyQuest have got if they're able to brush themselves off and reset after a dismal showing on Nuke. Big question of their map pool really drawn into the conversation, given the consistency to lose Nuke in one-sided games.
Yeah, say what you will, but they are consistent.
Always find the bright side, Harry.
Let's see how these killers get on. Boost up towards Banana.
I think it's time for Legacy to call a cab. It's not just in their head. This stack is wrong.
Doom out, all alone. And a 5v5 retake in the pistol. Flashes for Sadzin. Push through on the back of the flash, right in a Regali. 2 kills from him, and now the rest of FlyQuest start pulling their weight. They're looking for a dominant win in the pistol. More heroics in that regard from Regali, as he's been full of this series.
Some sharp shots coming out from a couple on the FlyQuest side, and that's a more reassuring look at things coming through the pistol round, much needed in this series. And just making the right read. Trusting themselves on the B execute. No one here to stop them. And playing for the 4-5-man retake. Not going to happen. Certainly not on a pistol.
Yeah, guys. Focus, okay? BO1 now. Like Major. We always win.
F your pick'ems. But Legacy know a thing or two about that. FlyQuest trying to reset. Rush down Banana out of nowhere. Luckily, FlyQuest have the util to dispel. Legacy gamble. They've rotated a player off the bomb site, thinking there's no way FlyQuest will commit. Well, there is a way. That's the way we're going. I'm getting retrieved. Legacy shuffling over.
Seconds. Might just have to play through this FlyQuest.
Oh, no.
Into a litany of guns. Locks Sads in. Kills a piece.
Oh, dear.
And it's just Regali. 2 players here to deal with, and that's before he even thinks about planting that bomb. There just isn't time.
There's a team kill, and there's a team kill. They still win it out as clean as that.
Legacy done more to F Pick'ems over time than FlyQuest.
Well, no, FlyQuest have done it for longer.
They've done the bit for longer.
The bit for longer, yeah. But that means they've... I mean, are you saying is that one Vitality win bigger than all of FlyQuest going 1-3 for many majors?
Legacy also did it over multiple stages. Maybe you were one of the truly unlucky ones like me who had faith that they were going to go through. You put them through, but then they went 3-0. Which, by the way, was like the whole reason I couldn't get diamonds. So yeah, they really did F my pick'ems.
Okay. I'd say when I think F your pick'ems, I think of FlyQuest.
No, that's fair.
I think of
I'm
Alistair.
not debating that. Alistair, I wonder how he's getting on.
He's in Semper Fi. We'll never forget Atlanta. Slow and presumably steady, but FlyQuest look to pop mid here. Lux headshot, that's a gun gifted, but his Ins want to hunt with the bomb. Oh, the gun, so worth it. Up he goes. Back to short side, 30 seconds, only Nissim here, Mac 10. Dare I say, not the gun for the job. But the job's so important.
Let's see, maybe Nissim's able to make it work. No, he goes out on a wide swing with the flash. And so this is FlyQuest trying to answer with a force buy win of their own.
Legacy get paranoid there. They want to initiate with the flash peek, but FlyQuest, I can't believe, are just standing there on short. Everyone in the server knows where they are. And still, it's the patience for FlyQuest that actually pays off. Legacy feed the Tech 9s. And FlyQuest win a force right back. Trading rounds. Oh, how many? All 3.
Whose house? Doomau's house.
They've got to exit, so this is really nice. Just trap them in here.
Oh, maximum
really nice
damage from Doomau. And money made, it's all on a Mac 10.
And considering it's a super early game here, where they're trading rounds, those kills and gun grab and 600 times 3, this all matters here. This allows Legacy to keep the pressure on and to keep buying. So FlyQuest are not in a comfortable position where they are suddenly favored to put Legacy on eco. Legacy will buy again and again and again. So this is an exciting way to start a game.
It's also why they call in this pause, you imagine, right? You got a lot to figure out now with a pretty decent response to these force buy wars. You're coming out with 2 rifles in play, 3 rifles in play.
Ooh la la.
4 rifles. I nearly said 5. I was thinking, how on earth did they get 5, bro? Where are they just printing money now? Nah. 4 rifles, though, that's really good. Like, this is one of the best force buy kind of back and forth situations you're going to see.
With
Legacy have an AK as well, saved by Doomau. Their buy is better than FlyQuest's. So I have to take this one very seriously. Top mid take for FlyQuest. They once again set their sights on an A play. Ouchie. Oh, there's just a variety of bait and switches here. Up in the graveyard, Lux plays in tandem with his pit players, and it's a clean mowdown of FlyQuest, who just never get the room. Walk in at a crossfire, one that Legacy had set up from the get-go, and it turns them to mulch.
Yeah, they were really tucked in there so much. Assassin never even got seen until the final fight. This him just baiting them into the graveyard, and then he strikes with a huge multi-kill off the FAMAS of all guns. So FlyQuest, I mean, the writing was on the wall that they were going to run into some serious resistance after those exits from Dumao. But that is a clinically clean round from Legacy. FlyQuest now $1,400. Scattered. Doesn't really get worse than that. I feel like you have to buy here. You have to buy and accept that Legacy will be starting this map strong. Even your buy is going to look tragic. That was a nice idea from an insta smoke, but not quite landing. What a smoke ramp it looked like.
Oh, backside. Ooh, lovely shot to find Lux. And a quick trade from Sadzin keeps it even.
They're full rotating. Chill, boys.
Mouse asks for a smoke and moves back over.
Oh no.
But arriving a little too late, and with that CT smoke already in, there's a limit to what Dumao can hope to do. He's just playing a contain. Don't have an exact idea on numbers yet either. So Legacy really flying blind. This is going to help a long way. Dumao gets the spot. They now know that both players are here. Oh, the Regali Dig! Brought to its knees. It's JKS now. He's got to clutch up. Nissim's running low on ammo. 5 shots left in the M4. JKS gives chase. And him and Regali answer back for FlyQuest.
How are they still in this? How are they still trading rounds right now? That FlyQuest kind of accepted their fate with that 4-buy, but it's the rotate out of the bomb site to shuffle a smoke. Screw it. Make the A player come to you. You don't want to give up an entire site for free. Dumao does. He still gets a double. Regali's dig, undeniable. And JKS comes through that smoke. What? How do they win that? They have no right to win that round, FlyQuest. A shocking victory.
Also, Regali, play pistol only.
Honestly, yeah.
He's so good with it.
Save money for Orb. Just Deagle Orb. Nothing else.
Netic, 0-5. But in a forward position up here at Banana. Why does the UMP just look so gross, the way you hold it?
I get what you mean.
On the X-ray, it just looks wrong. But let's see.
Yeah.
Netic, can he make the UMP work? Nope. And so the B play denied, an attempt to just contact in from FlyQuest. Door's been closed. And they don't really have map control over towards A to explore other avenues. They're kind of shoehorned into this B play. And Nissim's figuring this out now.
Starting to flank, freeing up a rotate as well. Not that they really need it. That Molly going in deep. Might force FlyQuest forward, but they were coming in anyway. 30 seconds, trying to bait in this spawn for
They're
the boost.
right behind me, aren't they?
Yes,
They're
they are.
From that wraparound, huge pickup for Inns. But there's still layers to this defense left in the site. Lato with the perfect bait sets Dumao up to succeed. And JKS just doesn't have time nor the room for this clutch. Tap on the bomb, they'll swing him together. Back and forth we go.
What is happening? 6 rounds deep, no 2 in a row. Trade after trade and not even a plant this time. So again, FlyQuest back to another horrific buy, but they've done it before, time after time.
JKS on a hero gun. Limited util here for FlyQuest. There's not a lot of room in this round for trickery.
They keep missing this.
Oh, but that's a horrible start. Aggression for Legacy as they finally look to be the team landing 2 in a row.
About time to make a play because FlyQuest just don't have the guns to stop this. You're letting them run executes, but you can just win off of gunfights. So forcing 3 kills. Certainly a means to an end. We might have back-to-back rounds finally coming through unless Inns has anything to say about it. Regali Deeg. Regali Deeg.
The Regali Deagle, it always hits, it always finds a way!
2v5 down to a 2v2.
And Inns takes space on long, this kill's free, he's done a lot of damage. Dumao now the one feeling the pressure.
No way.
No, this isn't how it was supposed to go. A 5v2 for Legacy. Inns brought down low. If he gives this kill away, that's a huge way in. And a way in that he feels like he doesn't have to give away. Inns dead out in library. It's got to be this Regali Deagle. Ah, but he's traded out onto the rifle. AK in the hands of Regali. What's he made of? Here's Lato closing the distance out on long, and there's the clear. Regali brushed aside as Legacy finally give us 2 rounds back-to-back.
Oh.
A nail-biter off of the Regali Deeg.
Such a nice try for Regali and Inns. I mean, this second shot, no right winning that fight. Not ready in the slightest, shifting into an angle.
Just calm down, don't be nervous, breathe, play our own game and you will win naturally, okay? Just offer utility for each other, help your teammate to play.
Finally, broken now, FlyQuest. The first eco of the game.
I see Regali Deagle, I see hope. Literally, he should just play Deeg Orb, you're right. Deeg Orb. If you can't afford the Orb, you're playing the Deeg, because they're basically the same.
Bro.
Oh, he's so good, man.
Stop.
I love him. I love this. I'm just loving this
One
right
more?
now.
One more. Give me one more.
Oh, Inns takes the page out of his book. Drive-by with the burst Glock. Vrap. And so somehow there's still intrigue on this. Nissim is feeling very, very scared. Doesn't know where they're coming from, but his teammate's about to alleviate some of the pressure. Oh, Regali! Lopping heads off with this Deagle.
One more. And then one more after that.
It's the same two, Lato and Dumao.
It's just meant to be easy.
Oh, Regali resists the temptation. He's picked up an M4.
Stay on the Deeg, my son. Stay on the Deeg. You can't one-shot with this weapon. You need 2 bullets.
Feeling the pressure now as they're closing in the short and long wrap.
Oh.
Regali dead as he pokes his head round the corner. Over encumbered with responsibility and he can't carry anymore.
Don't give this guy a goddamn gun. Give him the Deagle. Another double entry from Regali. Where is the limit? Where is his team? A one-man army. Right now, making any round winnable. And yet win them they won't. Legacy up to 5, finding a string of rounds now, 3 in a row. Regali Orb. He's earned this one. I'll allow it. Miss him in apps. It's a bit of a poke. He is traded after 1, forcing Sadsin to consider. Swallbang ain't what it used to be. Lato alongside had a phenomenal nuke. Regali Orp. One shot's all he needs. Flash goes high, and that's when Lato is caught by surprise. But Sadsin has something to say. Regali follows up.
Regali
It is
1v9.
the one-man army of Regali. AWP to try and deny. Sadsin can't connect. The bomb makes it in.
Still with Sadsin here. Wonder if you're interested in giving this a go.
Just save. Regali's alive.
Main's footsteps away, and it looks like it will just be a save call here. Regali, my God, really pushing the limit on what one player can look to do, but he's making it happen. Another round for FlyQuest on the behest of Regali.
Begrudgingly finding entries. Netic 0-8. Pit is closed. Regali putting in a shift.
Like, you always want to play with a rifle whenever you can.
Obviously.
Right?
But
I sometimes wish there's just times where, like, the Deeg is really hitting. Just acknowledge that. Just acknowledge that. You know, if they get their money broken again and he can get a Galil, don't get the Galil. Don't go work at the Galil farm. All right? Buy the Deagle. Do the damage. Regali Orp stands out as well. As soon as it's brought to the field, he knows that in this game, he has to be the difference maker, and he's playing like it. Very aggressive starts to the rounds on this AWP. He's not sitting back. He's not waiting for the fights to come to him. Regali trying to be the space creator on the AWP.
They're just going to pop here. They're already deep apps. There's a double pit setup with balcony for Lux. Careful. Nissim has the cover. Flash does nothing. Vexai's got a decision to make. The molly forces him back. Sadsin or Pomoto. Regali just holding, not getting given much right now. That smoke forces Sadsin into the site. And that's what Inz was waiting for. Regali or balcony peek is perfect. They've got the info, they just need to go together.
There's the flash they're waiting for, and letting Vexai get a little bit closer so they can commit in as a pack. Oh, man, Lux just allowed to stay alive down here, and that's while the rest of his team start putting the squeeze on. Important trade for Vexai. Netic with the bomb plant. Vexai providing cover. Both players low, not out of the realm of possibility for Lato here. Baits the reaction, and there's Netic. They're taking on the swing, far from comfortable, but a round is a round. 5-5 as FlyQuest tie this up.
Nice to know there are more players on this FlyQuest roster right now. Inz and Vexai getting a couple apiece in a very scary round, but arguably too passive from Legacy, who had the crossfire. They let FlyQuest walk into the bomb site. And then it's very comfortable. FlyQuest get to choose their fights. Legacy uncrouch into headshots. Even game now. Finally, Legacy have to eco.
I don't see a deagle. And without that, I don't see a hope.
Yeah, they're just walking in B anyway. They smoked too late. Oh, no chance. Ins at the front of the pack has been putting on a couple of entries here for FlyQuest. Leading them to victory in what is now turning out to be a decent T side.
Yeah, I mean, a chance to win out the half now, which considering the freaky nature of this game, the back and forth start for the first 6 rounds, no one able to win 2 in a row, you'll feel good that you've broken through here and set yourselves up with a chance of winning out this first half. Only you had a dig. 5-7 players. Oh yeah, there's the P2.
Pretty good,
Respect Doom for that.
Original. That's a classy pistol right there.
P250 Deagle, only 2 real pistols.
5.7's just a, yeah, cheap. You don't feel good.
No, it is one where, like, even when you do well with it, you're like, oh, it just feels wrong. It's like reminiscent of the Krieg. Back when that was strong, it's like you're just
morally opposed.
Yeah, you kind of feel like you have to use it because it's good, but yuck. All right, chance for FlyQuest to 7-5 this T side. And that's with one hell of a game leveled against Legacy by Regali. You want to do good on that. You want to do good on him having a red-hot start to this map. Flash in a banana, Doom out. Maybe a chunky nade on Netic.
Don't really know what this B-side's got in store because there's just been so many mid-takes here from FlyQuest, but they finally run into the nades and find out the hard way. Bit more util to block on this B-bomb site. Got some nades for ins, maybe? Got anything else? He's just perched up here, left for later. Passive mid setup now. Again, Sad's in, long side AWP. Molly falls short. Boring B site here for Legacy this game. It's all up to this A-hold again.
Next man in is Netic, just getting fed to the Sadzin AWP. They bring in their own heavy hitter. Regali now tries to take this line, but Sadzin still evading capture, and he's got riflers here to support him. Regali will get that trade. It's just how much more can he really be expected to do? Knockdown, Legacy tie us up at 6-all in map 3.
Welcome to Masterclass. We're here with Stair, and we're going to be going over Overpass. You have become the A rifler for Astralis on Overpass. First of all, thanks for joining me, Stair.
Of course, of course. What do you want to see? Let me hear.
So let's hear the starting utility here.
What we do a lot, it's me as a rifler. I will do this combo, where we do a mid-smoke, and then you do the molly playground. Hitting the first molly, good, so T's cannot run past it actually very hard, and it's very inconsistent, I would say. That's why you use the smoke more, and actually it blocks a lot of vision through mid, so you have to be aware of balloons and fountain and whatever, right? All the aggro plays.
And what kind of counters do you normally see? How do you interact with those?
The fast way is the T is doing 2 flashes behind playground here, and then 2 T's strafing through it, because any CT is trying to do a peek with AWP here where it will get fully blind, and it's back flashes, so the T's doesn't have to dodge. And then they'll get the space fast, but of course the T's never cross here if they don't have a smoke here, because the AWP can also play this angle, right?
Yeah. Let's say they take Fountain from you. What are your typical second stage spots?
As a CT, you can play solo, aggressive, like you can even play like you know, close long with an M4, you can play under the tree, you can play bathrooms, but like, there's also no problem in just playing side as a CT because this map is so big, so when you see them like banana here, the rotation from B will be so fast because you'll have a rotation play around here that you can instantly be 3A if there's an execute.
Okay, so when do you decide to go for a re-aggress to bathrooms or through banana or through long?
It depends how you play the round, but let's say you play a round where you want 4 monster smokes, then you kind of want to have re-aggress before the last smoke phase. Because if the smoke on B fades on monster, then it's very hard to win the round because T's have like, they can just go through with no block red.
One of the most contentious spots in terms of how you should play it is connector. What about your philosophy with handling the spot early round, mid round?
I think there's a lot of good stuff you can do connector. Like your rotation should always need this door or your short player doesn't matter. Which means if the T's don't smoke the door, you actually have this line. Which means every single T going out short cannot cross into this area. Which makes your short player's life so much easier knowing they cannot be on his right side because the connector guy has it. And they can only be on the left. And then it's easier to clear and even get a flash play and just have short.
Okay, how about this? Last thing we do, you are forced all the way back onto the A bomb site. What kind of spots are you going to play to try to just defend against the side exec?
I feel like you can't really play like just side. Let's say you don't have a smoke, then you have to play like a rifle long and then the AWP on side so that when they take A, the rifle can come back and kind of help. But you can't really just play, let's say, AWP here and one truck because on a normal exec, stairs will get smoked, maybe bank, and then this broken new molly where it pops up here and it takes shadow, truck, and behind the truck.
Oh, wow.
A lot of different possibilities. Just don't go too passive side, then you will lose the round, that's for sure.
Okay, hopefully you never lose the round stare. All right, thanks so much for providing us with such great insight here on another episode of Masterclass.
A rollercoaster game of back and forth force buys sees us to the second half on a third map between FlyQuest and Legacy. Elimination on the line as these teams try to run through to London.
Be calm. Don't rush things. Every time we were calm and we finished the round, we won. Every time we were messy, we were over speaking, we messed up, okay?
Inspiring words from the interim FlyQuest coach. Why are you laughing?
Nothing.
Be calm, Harry.
I am calm.
Calm down. It's a lot of, apparently they're not very calm today. It's a lot of be calms on these comms. So be calm in this second half, FlyQuest. And buy Regalia Deagle.
I don't mind him on the USP in this round. He's going to be fine. But they might go B and dodge him altogether.
Not a bad move. As long as they do it calmly.
Let's all just take a moment. Nice sounds of Counter-Strike. That's the smokes being lined up. And the B hit has been called into question. Oh, it's getting a lot less calm. You hear the mollies raining in. Nissim and Lux managed to pull through with entries, and Farinz doesn't want to dart through that smoke, give up the man advantage, because this will end up in a retake. Regali and JKS only just arriving now.
Dude, Neta got his second kill of the game, and then he got one tapped through a smoke, fully through the smoke. JKS will respond. Bit of vengeance. As Legacy try to hold on to this backside post plant. Lato, he's had a strong game, but he's been stuck on the B site all map, so finally going to get to fight here for a chance, for a change on his own. Kind of lets his teammate die. Needs to make up for it, but he can't. Regali puts together a pistol round, and FlyQuest pick it up. Oh, Lato took a little too long to peek there. As his teammate kind of got bogged down on the pillar. And so FlyQuest, I'm not holding my breath after those force buys, both pistol rounds, but it was Legacy to win 2 in a row first. Nice smoke break, actually. That's how he catches Netic. That one's just pure luck.
Are we going to get more force buy wars? I hope yes. But I guess no.
You would be correct.
I just want to see Regali put down a Deagle, which is so cooked because he has an
on.
M4, which like, in theory should be great, but watch him get wrecked here. Ooh, chance for Sadzin.
He's playing great, like regardless.
No, it's Regali.
Sorry, Regali.
If they were regardless, they would be losing this map hard. 18-9 though, yeah, he is having a fantastic showing.
Sends his regals.
Team out, Eagle also pretty good.
Looking for some disruption.
Go on then, good luck. What's this one?
Pink. Dead. Ooh, Lato. Hypnotic Deeg. Coming back, he's gone as well, and it's all safeguarded here by FlyQuest.
Back turn on the mid walkout. This should be something phonetic. A nice little free one to try and bring him back into the fold.
Full buy time. Let's see if we get that pace that took down Vitality at the major. Is it the aggressive banana takes that Legacy are so on top of on this T side?
Doom out. Kind of just harassing the top of Banana, keeping some pressure on and wasting util on this side of the map, but the rest of Legacy have gained great ground out here towards the apartments. And this feels like a bit of a gift. They try and keep high pace on it, walking on in, contact till they meet JKS from the pit. And he does well, damaging two, allowing Ins to steal this advantage away. Here's Regali laying down more pain on the short side. And that is very quickly and convincingly laid to rest by FlyQuest. That first gun round for Legacy does not leave much of an impression.
Yeah, Ins' best map, really showing up here. He had some important T-side entries down the stretch. The anti-ecos were a bit shaky. But 6 rounds is nothing to turn your nose up at. And FlyQuest now lead by 3, so broken bye for Legacy. Have they run out of steam at the end of this one? They came in as favorites to the series. They had the strongest first half, but then a T-side of Mirage that was atrocious. Oh my god, Dumal's full rush to Molly. They're just gonna go off that kill.
Netic has been really uncomfortable in this game, but if he can withstand this and just stop the pistols, buying time for his teammates to move in, would have proved valuable. Instead, overran right as the cavalry arrived. Double up from Lato, Regali, Banana side. Claws back ground for FlyQuest. And so just Sadzin. Steals himself away.
It's a good position.
Might come down to a trade here for FlyQuest. Swing out on Sadzin, and he can't finish his meal. So the pistol rush gets put down. Double digits for FlyQuest secured as they withstand that up-tempo B hit from Legacy. That's in spite of openers going their way. Those rounds can sometimes be very tricky to put a stop to once you don't contain the spillover. And I mean, Regali deserves some huge props as he's continuing his great game here on Inferno. 22 kills, head and shoulders above anyone else in the server.
Very impressive. Triple B. We've not seen much Banana fighting in this game so far. Dumal wants to send it home. Again, going quick pace up as his team fake out middle. Bomb is in Banana. Regali, trust in him, he will deliver. Another kill down middle, and he might get aggressive, but got to watch out for Nissim in Boiler. Regali just gets out safely. Full
run and gun! Drive by! And Nissim, the lurk, dead, back in apartments. That was kind of the only fail-safe option here for Legacy, was that they could go back, they could change their mind, and now they're committed. Forced to play into the FlyQuest stack.
Seeing a very confident FlyQuest, though, making aggressive moves. Regali, of course, trusting in his aim. Re-clearing positions. Flashing for each other. It just looks like a way better FlyQuest than what we've seen in this series so far. And what a time to show up at the final hour in the 6th half of play. Execute on this B-bomb site. Desperation in a 2v3 just for the control. Both players fully flash from coffins, and Sadzin nowhere to go but the graveyard.
Just a lot to feel good about here in this second half of FlyQuest. Everything Legacy have lobbed at them, they've been able to deal with. They've had good util as well, even here in the 5v2. Don't get me wrong, it's a round they're supposed to win decisively from that position, but both players, when they try to move in for Legacy, are left full blind and bottlenecked in at the top of Banana. This is looking far better, and with Regali feeling confident, down a fight early, this B-hold starting to find its footing too. I think it would have been so easy with the game that Nesic's having for him to just get exploited over here at B. And it feels like that's what Legacy have been chasing in the early stages of this game. But FlyQuest have been there to offer him support. He still only has 5 kills. I'm not trying to make out he's like the hero of this game, but he's just not giving away these deaths over towards B. And
Regali is keen to clean up.
He's saying, like, I'm just going to peek at me.
Look, they can't win on B if I just kill them before they get there.
Yeah. To go B, for a moment, they have to be open to me in middle.
No, it's good to see for Regali. He's just been reliable the whole map. Only reason we had that back and forth early on. Legacy and another T-side, second in this series where they just give us nothing. Very strange. They won 10 rounds on Nuke T-side, but Mirage 0 from an 8-4 lead. And 6-6 here feels akin to Mirage, and the FlyQuest might just run away with the CT side. Look at that nade. 120 plus damage. And they just go running.
Blind, but still good for one. Vexite gonna play ahead of all this util. They've stripped a couple. Maybe a bit of an overcommit there from Vexite. Bloodlusting after the first. Could have had the 5-on-3 retake. Instead now there's an AK's picked up for Legacy. Easing into a post plant. In's late lurk up through Banana. He's coming in quietly. Might make it easier for Sadzin to deal with. He's just hoping that eventually they discount this. That's why he's hiding in the close corner. Sadzin goes for a swing down Banana, sees it's clear, but no. Due diligence clears the corner. And Inz's flank gets denied. Regali might have to do even more heavy lifting here. He's the guy getting on the bomb, and in that moment, Lato shuts them all down. A breakthrough round for Legacy. On low economy, they find success in at B.
Just hiding in the pool, swimming with the fishes. His teammate dies for him, and no one checks it. They think surely double Banana after clearing Dark. Lato pops his head up and wins the round on his own. Beautiful spray. And yeah, you are kicking yourself a little bit if you're Vexite for going through that smoke. He had the chance to get out of there after one. And that would have been a 5v3 safe, playing retake with your team. But a bit too much eagerness.
And that and the AK that was gifted over, multi-killed to close the round. So it had massive implications in more ways than one.
Flash over grave, Yava.
Nice!
Boys, good shit, good job.
Sick. Nice,
Good comms,
nice
bro.
first kill, bro. Good comms.
Really good comms.
Really good.
That definitely wasn't that round.
No.
So Legacy get their first T-side on the board. Can this lead to much? Regali, go on. Absolutely worth taking this fight with the game he's had. Hoping someone makes the step into his crosshair.
I mean, I also just think though, like it's great. He is having, you know, one of those games where you just feel untouchable.
Full spam.
But like, if he even starts to encounter a tiny bit more resistance, right? If suddenly he's not multi-killing these rounds, that's where the rest of FlyQuest are under the microscope. And their attempt to retake top banana, Vexite fell to a spam here.
Don't worry, Regali's here. Flash Fnatic, big kill to equalize and retake control back of top B. That should send the alarm off though, because JKS is on his own.
Yeah, look, they're telling him reinforcements are on their way. We're coming as quick as we can, but for now, you are all alone at JKS. You've got to buy us some time. Out with a swing, he slowed the approach, and they come barreling through this Moto smoke. Just Regali on this AWP.
Just.
Gonna have to be the savior. Regali with a rare miss, and Lux puts him down.
You'll take that. Every time Regali misses, you will take that if you're Legacy. It gifts you that closer. That could have been a shot and a disappearance back through the smoke with a bomb not planted, but instead, Legacy find back-to-back, avoiding that stack. Huge entry for Dumao. Luck going far. And Legacy have got more fight in them here. Seeing the energy come back up as a final lifeline.
Regali
dangling.
Deagle.
Regali Deagle.
We get to see it again.
My old friend.
He's pushed all the way through the apartments with it. Oh, there's the spot.
Surely not.
Oh, God. Now's not the time to start realizing where the limits lay, Regali. This is the worry, man. He's nearly 30 kills deep. But he's been such a requirement in these rounds that even something as small as like a 10% drop-off, that'll feel notable for FlyQuest.
You've got the right stack. 5-7's up close, Harry. I've seen crazier rounds.
Legacy are gonna just come through as well.
Oh.
No need to break. They try and move through quickly, and they get all the kills. Stack or not, it's brushed aside.
It's kind of round you need that first entry, or you need that first kill in the hold for it to ever materialize, but even though the flashes are dodged, Legacy going wide and offsetting aim puts them back on this board 3 in a row. Believing in the comeback from 11-6 down. Charlie would love to grab a gun out of this. They're not going to let him. Legacy building back into the match right when you thought you had them dead.
It's worst case scenario. They're having a second wind, right? And we know Inferno, one of the only maps where T-sides are still finding great impact. What is becoming a CT-sided meta. This one remains the anomaly, and now with Legacy, a bit of wind in their sails, some money getting built up.
This is just how quick CS2 MR12 can disappear, right? You go 6-6 on the half, FlyQuest run a streak of 5, 11-6, that feels done. And now Legacy are very much in the conversation, and one more gun round draws this game up.
The other thing that's going to feel rough is, like, in a way, twice over, you actually got to pretty good positions if you're FlyQuest, or you have man advantages. You actually had your chance to kind of get onto map point and lay this game to rest up against a low buy in what was a 5v3. Next round, even with the rotates in a 4 versus 3, where they're all swinging to try and help JKS. They've had man advantage in 2 of the last 3 that they've given over.
Look, you live and die on the Dumao aggression, but in this round, there's no one to help you. When he falls first, a reflash is audacious on low health from Vexite, and it will be punished. Netic is not living much better. 33 has to get out. And again, you ask the question, Did FlyQuest need to go for one more swing? 4v4, and if the round freezes, Legacy could just execute. They don't have enough to stop this forever. Smoke comes down and Regali puts himself at the back of the bomb site. He's got the nades, but I don't think he'll be pulling them. And this might just be the gamble for FlyQuest, where they have to trust in their top performer to hold the line. But is it even B? This reads like a fake. One man throwing the execute. JKS and Netic pit side. In's floating.
I mean, like, this comes from the idea of, Regali knows he has to be the difference maker, so they're always trying to maneuver him to the right place. In doing so,
oh no,
they end up playing into the hands of Legacy a couple of times over here. Once more, he's going to be on the wrong side of the map with this AWP.
Gotta go.
And so this is where the pit hold of Netic and JKS, one kill on the right player, wins this round. Bombs crossing in, and there's Netic. From 0 to hero, that double kill finally gets the elusive map point round for FlyQuest.
And that's because he's a B player in the pit. It's the last thing you expect. They get the one kill they think is enough after that fake on B. They find JKS, and Netic, who has had a horrendous map, pops his head up last second and finds a double kill that could very well win FlyQuest this game. The comeback was coming in, and Netic says not today. A risky gamble for FlyQuest, a trust in Regali's AWP on B, and it is well-founded. 3 chances to close. Tentative at banana, grenades, not gunfire, but no kill found. FlyQuest play inside of B. Vexite and Netic still, as we have a more standard A setup. Legacy gifted mid-control. Regali's AWP awaits.
Didn't get to play into that last round, didn't have to, but Regali is in the right place this time. Forced back by the flash, maintains a position out here on long, holding onto the library smoke push. There's still a world where these A players can get wrapped, so it starts to feel very claustrophobic. Regali gets his, In's in the feed. Lato trying to dig deep and clutch, but chased down. FlyQuest with the close. The Legacy run ends in the lower bracket, but FlyQuest, greater challenges in front of them, but a hell of a game from Regali. If he can keep this up, things could get interesting still for FlyQuest on this route to London.